So climb down onto your mat. And if you're using a bolster, make sure that when you lay back on the bolster, you're resting your back ribs on it. And your choice of the position of your legs, they can be out straight. Your knees can be bent with your feet flat on the floor, or you can take the soles of the feet together. If you do that, please put blocks underneath your knees to support the knees so you don't overstretch the inner thighs. And then slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And turn the shoulders back and down and let your palms face the ceiling. Close your eyes. Just take a few breaths to let yourself settle down. Bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing the rise and fall of the breath with each inhalation and exhalation. Feel the front to back and side to side motion of the body as it moves along with the breath. Now bring your awareness to the room that you're in. And notice the temperature. Feel the air as it moves across your bare skin. Notice the sounds, both in the room and outside of the room. We notice the smells. Notice the taste in your mouth. And notice the light behind your eyes, or behind the eyelids. Just breathe, letting the breath come naturally. Just feeling the breath move from the base of the spine up to the crown of your head. And then bring your hands to rest at the center of your body. And with your hands resting just above your navel, just below the navel. I think I said that right the first time, just above your navel, below the rib cage. Can't do more than one thing at once. Notice if the fingertips touch or not. Maybe the fingers are interlaced. And also notice the weight of your hands as they rest on the center of your body. And as you breathe in, feel the slight outward rotation of your ribs. And as you breathe out, feel the ribs come back towards the center of the body. Inhale, draw the breath in from the base of the spine. Feel the ribs rotate towards the back body. And exhale from the crown of the head and feel the ribs move back towards the center. Just take a few more breaths. And then let your arms come down by your sides. And bring your feet flat to the floor. Gently rock your knees from side to side. You don't have to go too far. Just let them rock gently. Give a little bit of a massage across the top of the sacrum and across the top of the glutes. And then extend your legs out onto the mat. Reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Reach through the fingertips and press down through your heels and out through the soles of your feet. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Stretch your body. And exhale, bring the arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take them all the way behind you. Reach your fingertips to the wall behind you. Press down through your heels, out through the soles of your feet. And stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And bring them far enough in front of your shoulders so that you can see the backs of your hands. And open and close your hands. Move all the joints and the fingers. Tap the index fingers to your thumbs. Tap the middle fingers to the thumbs, the ring fingers, and then the pinky fingers. And once again, open and close the hands. Make some circles with your wrists. And then go in the opposite direction. Then flip the palms up towards the ceiling, point your fingers towards the floor, and wave the hands up and down. Bring your palms together and interlace your fingers. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Take the folded hands behind you. Press the palms away, press out through the soles of your feet. Release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers, and then bring them up towards the ceiling with your palms facing one another. And then reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling, shrug your shoulders off your mat, and then place them down. Reach the fingers up, shrug your shoulders, and place them down. And then reach the fingers up, shrug them up, shrug up the shoulders, and then place them down. Hold on to opposite elbows, take them behind you, your arms behind you. And then walk your legs over to the right corner of your mat. Bring the left arm next to your left ear. Stretch the arms to the right, press out through the heels on the legs. And then relax and walk the legs over to the left corner of your mat. Bring your right arm next to the right ear. Draw the arms over to the left, press out through the soles of your feet as you stretch the right side of your body. And then come back to the middle, bring the arms down, let them hover just above your rib cage, and make some circles with your arms to lubricate your shoulders. Slide your arms to the left and take the gaze right. And then slide your arms right, take the gaze left. And then reach your arms to the ceiling. Refold the arms with the other forearm in front. Lower the arms down, make circles in the other direction.
Slide your arms to the right and gaze left. And slide your arms left and gaze right. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Take them all the way behind you. Reach your fingertips away. Do a pelvic tilt. Press out through the soles of your feet. And then exhale your arms down by your sides. With your toes pointed to the ceiling, scrunch and spread your toes. Point and flex your feet. Make circles with your ankles. And go the other way. Bring the big toes together and windshield wipe your legs. Lubricate the hips. And then slide your heels and tap the backs of your legs. Bend your knees and sit up or roll to one side to sit up.
And come onto your hands and knees. And just do a little press back slightly to almost like you're going to do extended child's pose. But as you do that, also round your back. And then just come up to table and round again. Press the hips back. And come up and again, round your back. Press the hips back. And come back to table and stretch your right leg out behind you and rock your toes. And then press your heel to the wall behind you. Bring that leg back and take the left leg out behind you and rock your toes. And press the heel to the wall. And then come back and just bring the big toes together, separate your knees, take a block, and then press your hips back and let your forehead rest on the block, or you can stack your fists and rest your forehead on your stacked fists. And then come on back up. If you have a bolster, take it to the top of your mat. Have something underneath your head to use for a pillow. And then come on back down onto your mat, onto your back. And once you arrive on the mat, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And then either hold on to the sides of your mat and walk your hands down, or just walk the hands down towards your feet to release your shoulders away from your ears. And then press your feet, press the small of the back into the mat, and release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat, and release, and press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release, rock your knees gently from side to side. And then bring your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And then take them slightly wider and rock from side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor, extend the arms and legs and stretch. And then bring the feet to the floor, knees to the chest, rock in and out again. Hold on behind your knees, take the feet halfway up, so maybe the soles of the feet point towards the wall in front of you, and rock your thighs in and out. And then take the legs up a little higher and rock your thighs in and out.
And then extend the legs up and bend the knees in. Extend the legs up and bend the knees in. Reach the right leg up, keep the left leg down. And then switch, take the left leg up, take the right leg down. And then just bicycle the legs a few times. And then take both legs long, point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. Go the other way. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to your ankles and let your elbows rest on the inner thighs. And then bring your feet to the floor, arms to your sides. Press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor. And release and press the feet, press the small of the back into the mat. And release and press the feet, press the small of the back into the mat. And release. Extend your right leg down onto the mat and bring your left thigh in close and rock the thigh. And bring your left knee over to your right shoulder. And then bring the left knee to the left shoulder. And then make a few circles with your left hip. And pause and go the other way. Draw your thigh in towards your ribs. And then stretch your leg out. Hold on behind the thigh. Press your thigh into your hands and gently draw your hands against your thigh. And then bend and straighten. And then just keep a little bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. Extend your leg up and bring the arch of your left foot to your right knee. Take your left hand out to a T with the palm down and then take your knee over towards the right. Take a block at its highest level. Make it about even with your left knee. And then extend the left leg and let your calf rest on the block. So just make sure that your leg is just about hip height. You don't want it higher than your hip. And then bend your left knee, come back to the middle, extend your arms and your legs, stretch, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your right thigh in and rock your right thigh in and up. Bring the right knee over to the left shoulder. And then bring the right knee to the right shoulder. And make some circles with your right hip. And pause and go the other way. Draw your thigh in towards your chest and then stretch the leg up. Press the thigh into your hands. Let the back of the leg open a bit. And then bend and straighten your leg. Try and keep your foot flat up to the ceiling or as close to flat as you can. You don't want to overflex your foot. And then rock your thigh in and out. Stretch the leg up. And then bring the arch of your right foot to the left knee. Reach for your block, bring it over to the left side, about as high as your knee. And then take your right knee over to the left. And now extend the right leg out to the side Let your calf rest on the block. And then bend your knee, come back to the middle, bring both feet to the floor, draw the knees into your chest, rock them in and out. Let the knees fall away, hold on to the tops of the knees and make some circles around your low back and sacrum. And then pause and go the other way. And bring your feet to the floor. Take the left ankle or left shin over the right knee. And then draw your left knee over towards the right. And then press the left leg away with your left hand. Draw the knee over towards your right shoulder and then press away. And keep a little pressure on that left thigh as you bring your shins, your knees in towards your chest and rock them in and out. Now, if you want, you can just keep them here. You don't have to rock if you don't want to. And then everybody hug your knees in, take them a couple inches over to the right and just rock a little bit to the right side. Come back to the middle, lower the right foot to the floor, cross your left leg all the way over, and bring both knees into the chest. Soften your belly, and as you rock in, just let the belly be soft so that you massage your organs, the organs that sit in the abdomen. Keep the knees hugged in, slide your hands down towards your ankles or your shins. Bring the shins parallel to the floor and then separate your feet. And then take the legs wide, take your arms out to a T and rock your knees from side to side. And bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Take your right shin over the left knee. And bring your right knee over across towards the left. And then press the right leg away. Bring the knee in. And then press the leg away. One more time, bring the knee across the body. And then press your leg away. Draw your knees in towards your chest and rock them in and out, or hold them in if you want. And now everyone bring the knees in towards the chest, take them slightly over to the left and rock a little bit to the left. And then bring the left foot to the floor, cross the right leg all the way over, bring your knees into your chest, rock them in. And then slide your hands down to the ankles or shins. Separate your feet. Take the legs as wide as your mat, arms to a T. You rock your knees from side to side. And take them all the way over to the left. Bring the feet flat to the floor. Take them all the way over to the right. Come back up to the middle and then extend the arms and extend the legs. Point your toes, do a pelvic tilt and reach and stretch the arms. And then bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, roll to one side, and let's come up. And come to table.
And with the hands slightly in front of your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, draw your navel up and in round your back. And lift your chest and round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. And lift your chest. Take your right arm and left leg up. Keep your gaze at the mat, navel up and in, and reach the arm and leg away from one another. And then release. And reach the left arm and right leg up. And release. Take the right arm and left leg up. And bring the elbow to the knee. And reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Two more. Elbow to knee. Reach. And elbow to knee. Reach and hold. And then lower down. Take the left arm and right leg up. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Last one. Elbow to knee. Reach and hold. And then come back to table, round your back. And lift your chest. Press back to extended child's pose. And then come back up to table. Take a block, bring it between your ankles. Now, I know Diane, Piper, with your knee, you might want to just stay up on your knees, or anyone else that has cranky knees, you can stay up on the knees, or you can come back and sit on a block, or you can even sit on two blocks. Hold on to walk your hands just slightly behind you, roll your shoulders back, turn, and for Diane Piper, if you're up on your knees, you can just interlace the hands and press the knuckles down to the floor, and anybody else on their knees can do the same thing. Otherwise, just turn the elbows forward, lift your chest. And then reach up with your left arm and reach right. And come back up and reach up with the right arm and stretch left. Come back to the center, take both arms up. And then turn the arms. And bring your hands to your knees and round your back. And lift up. And round. And lift. And round. And lift. And then come to all fours. You can set your block aside. If you have a blanket down on top of your mat, you can remove the blanket. If you need cushioning under your knees, you can certainly use the blanket. But step your blocks to the top of your mat and then step the left foot forward. Make sure your knee is over your ankle so you have a 90-degree bend in your knee. And scoot the right leg back, any place that's comfortable for you. Press down into your blocks to lift up your chest. And then slide the hips back, straighten your left leg. And then come back to a low lunge. Reach your arms up for crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your blocks. Curl the toes on the right foot and come up to a high lunge. And then slowly, you can either go all the way up to full crescent lunge or bring your hands to your thigh and then come up for full crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your blocks, lower the back knee, flatten the foot, step the left foot back. Round your back. You don't have to go all the way back to child's pose, but just round the back. And then come forward. Step the right foot forward. And again, any amount that's comfortable for you, you can scoot the left leg back. Press into your blocks to lift up your chest, and then slide your hips back. Straighten your right leg. And come forward. Bring your hands flat to the blocks. Curl the toes on your left foot. Come up to a high runner's lunge. And again, once you're set here and you're comfortable in your position, you can either bring the hands to the thigh or come all the way straight up for full crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your blocks. Lower the back foot. Step your right foot back. And then round your back. And then come up. I'm going to take my blocks down one level, but because this works better for me, but you may need to keep yours up higher. So we're going to press back and then come forward, lower your hips, press down into your blocks to lift up your chest, and then slide your hips back. And come forward, lower your hips, lift up your chest. And then slide your hips back. And one more time, come forward, lower your hips. And then come back to almost a table. And then step the feet forward. Take your blocks to the highest level. Come forward to forward fold. Bring your blocks out in front of your feet. Bring the weight of your body to the balls of your feet. And then bend and straighten your knees. And keep a little bend in your knees as you just rest here in Uttanasana, forward fold. And then press down into your blocks. Bend your knees a lot, send the hips to the wall behind you, and bring the weight of your body into your heels for ski jump. And then lift up and come to Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees, bring the weight into the heels, and then come up, forward fold. And then bend your knees one more time. Straighten the legs, come to forward fold. Hold on to opposite elbows. Let them hang down and just rock from side to side in ragdoll. Bend your knees and then slowly bring yourself up. Reach your arms up and exhale your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale your arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Bend your knees and plant your hands and take your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Lower your knees, lower your hips, press down into the floor for upward facing dog. And then curl your toes and come back to downward facing dog. Look forward to your hands and walk or step your feet forward, forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back for downward dog. Whoops, I got stuck.
Glide forward to plank. Bring your knees down onto the mat and then lower your hips, press down into the floor, roll your shoulders back for upward facing dog, and then curl your toes, go back to downward facing dog. Walk or step your feet forward to forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale your arms down by your sides. And then I'm just going to step to the center of my mat. And we'll do a little bit more for warming up or building a little heat. Okay, here we go. So we've done this before. We're going to start by just taking the arms up and then fold forward. Inhale up halfway, take your arms to your sides. Exhale and lower. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway, arms out. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Sweep the arms out in front of you and come into chair. Fold forward. Inhale halfway up and lower. Inhale all the way up. Sweep your arms around to chair. Fold forward. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Sweep your arms around to chair. Fold forward. Halfway, lift up halfway, lower down. Inhale up, one more time. Sweep your arms around to chair. Fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. And exhale your arms down. Bring your feet together. Reach your arms up. Sweep the arms around, bend into chair. Bring your hands to your heart and then hinge forward and twist with your left elbow over the right knee. Try and keep the knees in line with one another, which will force your hips to be even. And then come forward and inhale all the way up. Sweep your arms around, come into chair. Bring your hands to your heart, hinge forward at your hips, and then twist right elbow over the left knee. Fold forward, and then inhale all the way up. And exhale your arms down by your sides. Take your feet wide. Get your blocks. Bring your hands to your hips and step your feet wide. Turn your left toes out and turn your right toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh, and then straighten your leg and make your legs nice and firm. Reach your arms to a T, relax your shoulders. Reach with your left arm, bend into your left hip, bring your hand to your shin or a block behind your ankle, and then take the top arm up. Good.
Press down into your feet, reach up with the top arm, and reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your right arm. Extend your left knee over your left ankle for warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale and lower. Reach your arms up. And exhale, lower. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Or if you want, you can bring it to the block behind your ankle. Your choice. Roll open your shoulder. Reach up with the top arm. Bring it next to your ear with the palm facing down towards the floor. Sweep that top arm down and around. Come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your right hand. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Turn your right toes out to 90 degrees and turn your left toes in. Soften the front leg, turn it to the pinky toe side, and then straighten your legs. Lift up the kneecaps, make the legs nice and firm. Reach your arms to a T, relax your shoulders. Glide towards the right, bend into your right hip, and then bring your hand to your shin or the block behind your ankle. And then take your top arm up for triangle. Good. Press down into your feet, reach up with the top arm, reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your left arm, bend your right knee. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale and lower. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward, bring your forearm to your thigh. Now, watch the right shoulder. You don't want to sink down into this shoulder, so you don't want your ear. You want to stay lifted up. And then roll open the left shoulder. Reach your left arm up, and then bring it next to your ear. Good. Sweep down and around. Come back to warrior two. Reach back with the left hand. Straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet. And then heel toe or pop your feet together. So just hold on to a piece of furniture or the back of a chair. And we're just going to swing the leg front to back. Doesn't matter which one, just swing the leg front to back. And then swing side to side. And then take the same leg and reach it up in front. So bend the knee and then step back like you're doing a lunge. And then come up and step back and lift and back and lift and back. And then let's do the other side. And just swing your leg back to front. And now side to side. And now take that leg up in front and step back. And up in front and lunge back and lift and lunge and lift and lunge and lift and lunge, and then come back and come back to the center of your mat. So all of that was preparation for eagle pose. So remember, with eagle pose, when you start the pose, there's a couple of different options for you. Always, however, start with the feet together and the knees bent. You can take your right leg over the knee, bring your foot to the floor, your right toes to the floor, bring your right toes next to your left ankle. Or if you're flexible, you can take the right foot behind the left, tuck your toe, and then come up. So let's all try the other side. Bend your knees. Take your left knee over the right and find the spot that's best for you, either toe on the floor next to your ankle or wrap the foot. And then come back up. And the arms, most of us are familiar with the arms. We do these a lot. But take your arms out to the sides and wrap your left arm on top of the right. Bring the backs of the hands together. And if this is too much, you can just bring your hands to opposite shoulders. And then release. And then sweep the arms around, wrap the right arm on top. Lift the arms so they're parallel to the floor. Or again, you can hold on to the opposite elbows and release. So in eagle, when the right leg crosses over, the left arm is on top. And when the left leg crosses over, the right arm is on top. So we're going to start with the right leg on top. So let's take the arms to the sides. Bend your knees. We're going to wrap at the same time. So wrap the leg. Whoops, and left arm on top. And then release. And then take the left leg on top, right arm on top. And release. Let's try it again on once on each side. Bend your knees, right leg, left arm. Whoops, and release. And bend your knees, left arm, right leg. And release. And that's it for you today. Take your feet again together. Bring your hands to your hips. Press down through the big toe on the left side, on the left foot. And then find a focal point. Fix the gaze. Take your right foot either to your ankle, your calf, or if you feel like it, all the way up into your thigh. Bring the hands to the heart and then reach your arms up. Lower your arms, lower your leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Press down through the right big toe. Take the left foot either to your ankle, the calf, or all the way up into your thigh. So when you're ready, take your arms up. And then release your arms and release your leg. Come to the top of your mat. Then reach your arms up. Fold forward. Bend your knees. Plant your hands and step your feet back. And round your back. And lift your chest and press back to extended child's pose. And then walk yourself up, roll onto one hip, take your legs out in front of you, hold on behind your knees, and roll yourself down onto your mat
Bring the knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And keep them hugged in and rock side to side. Yeah. And then bring your feet to the floor and take a block. And just slide the block underneath your hips. And then draw your knees in towards your chest and extend the legs up for just a moment or two. And now bend your knees and bring your feet to the floor. And you can lift your hips, take the block away, lower the hips. You can stay in that version of legs up the wall if you want for Shavasana. Otherwise, you can prepare for Shavasana. As you bring yourself down onto your mat, bring your awareness back to your breath. Allow your body to just be happy. Let all the muscles go. Feel as if gravity is drawing you down, keeping you glued to your mat. Allowing you to let the muscles go. Relax your legs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Let your arms be heavy. Let your shoulders be soft. And release the skin on your neck, your face, and your scalp. Feel a sense of relaxation wash over the body from the very tip of your head to the very tips of your toes.
Now begin to bring some movement back into your body. Draw your knees towards your chest. And then roll onto your right side. And now gently press yourself up. Come to sit in a comfortable seated position or Sukhasana. And bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head. Reminding us to surrender the mind to the wisdom that resides in the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.